President Macky Sall has won a second term in office. Sall won with 58% of the vote. All four opposing candidates are rejecting the results, stating their tallies show a second round of voting. They have 72 hours to appeal those results. Let's now cross over live to Dakar for the latest on that. Wilkista Nyabwa joins us live from there. So Wilkista, the figures have been released. Macky Sall emerging the winner. What's the latest on that?
Well, thank you very much, Penina. Well, Macky Sall has been declared the winner, but these are provisional results because the National Electoral Commission has said that it is also just going to add up a few other votes that had not been tallied, like votes from the diaspora. However, looking at the lead, given that he is in the lead with 58% of the vote, his closest challenger has 20% of the vote. It is easy to say that there really isn't much that could happen now that would mean that someone else could win the vote, and that he already had 2.5 million votes. It simply means that the numbers are unlikely to change much. There isn't likely to be much change. So yes, he will probably be declared the winner with a higher margin, and yeah, then that is a final announcement that he will be waiting for, so that now he can decide on the next course of action. Penina.
And Wilkista, what are some of the major challenges, or some of the challenges I should say, awaiting him in his second term?
Well, not challenges as such for him, but they're just, he has had a very ambitious economic development project, and therefore we would imagine that in the next 5 years he will also be continuing with this. We have seen him basically just mapping out a plan, because Macky Sall has said that he does intend to position Senegal as an emerging economy by the year 2035, and you can see some of the development projects that are on the ground. There's a new railway coming up. There's a new city coming up, and it is under him that oil and gas has been discovered in Senegal. He also has the challenge of dealing with corruption. Two of his challengers were barred from vying in the presidential race because of allegations of graft and corruption, and they also did spend some time in jail. So these are some of the issues that he has to tackle. However, he has said that he would like to handle this, as well as unemployment among young people in this country. So these are some of the challenges that do face him, and he has said that he is up to the task. So waiting for the final announcement, the swearing in, and then he can begin to tackle some of these issues. Penina.
All right, Wilkista. So let's talk about the immediate reaction to those figures that have been released. All four opposing candidates are rejecting those results. What's the next step for them?
Well, Penina, they do have 72 hours in which to contest these elections. However, they do appear reluctant to contest them, and it is not clear why, but you can see that given the gap between Macky Sall and his closest competitor, he does have 58%. The second person, Idrissa Seck, has 20%, a 38% difference. It would be difficult to bridge that gap, and you will see that it is likely that the opposition were hoping that that Macky Sall would not make it to 50%, to the 50% threshold, which would have pushed the country to a runoff. And at that point, it would have been easy, the other opposition candidates could have backed one of them and perhaps just pushed up the number of votes that the opposition candidate was able to get. But at this point, it does appear to be a clear win, and it would be difficult to challenge that.